Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? Vamos a continuar con la historia de Tandil Goldhand, nuestro enano con poca barba que acababa de empezar su aventura. Y ayer justo cuando lo dejé, me di cuenta de que la historia está sacada de una novela, de la novela de Marcus Hayes, que por lo que se ve también está basado en El Señor de los Anillos, ¿no? De Tolkien. A ver, ¿cuál es la bolsa del fámulo 3? Esta es la mía. Bueno, cuando cargas partida suena como si te metieran algo en el ojo. Pero por lo demás, todo bien. Vale. Pues acabamos de salir del palacio este de los fámulos, donde te has criado, y tu misión es llevar una bolsa a un compañero del mago
You
que te
reach a
salvó la
small
vida.
lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight, but a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
Cada paso que doy pasa un día. Por si no lo habíais visto. Bueno, quiero ir aquí, que no sé lo que es.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Bueno, a ver. Sigue por el camino hasta que puedas ver algo más. Deja el camino acércate a los cuervos. Quédate quieto y observa la escena con atención. A ver. Soy un enano que no ha luchado nunca. Como me vengan a pegar, estoy perdido. Así que... voy a quedarme
You
quieto.
survey the grass, the bushes and the few trees that are growing on both sides of the track. The wind blows through the grass and the leaves tremble. The pecking of the birds is only interrupted by the occasional fluttering of their wings. Apart from that, you see nothing.
A ver, yo creo que si los pájaros hubiesen escuchado algo, se hubiesen ido. Así que me voy a
The
acercar.
creaking leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's inability to be quiet makes the crows flap around as you move from one bush to another. You give up trying to be stealthy, stand up straight, and see two human bodies in the flattened grass.
Yo este juego lo probé, pero no me lo he pasado, ni mucho menos, ¿eh? Jugué muy poquito. Vale. Buscar rastros.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
Vale, aquí hay uno. Y aquí hay otro, ¿no? Vamos a ver.
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colors of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli. You don't see any wounds.
Observar el cuerpo. Ah, le puedo dar la vuelta.
By Vracus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
Ha sido apuñalado. Vamos a ver este.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
No parece que te haya dado tiempo a defenderte mucho.
The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
Vamos, que... a ver, o los pilló por sorpresa o viajaba con ellos.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly. You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lotyonen's vaults.
Does this mean that Turga the Fair-Faced is in Parista and wanted to send Lotyonen a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic? Did he want to contact him without anyone noticing? Why all this secrecy?
Pues porque no le dio tiempo, iba con ellos. A ver, ¿qué hay por aquí?
Nothing.
Nothing. Vamos a ver aquí abajo. Y por aquí parece que
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
Another rucksack.
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
Vale, pues lo voy a coger todo,
It's
¿no?
not a
Yo creo
robbery
que
if
no-
you're already dead.
You give the corpse an apologetic look. The gold coins join the others in your purse. Warmth and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer just holding it in your hand.
I'm taking you with me.
Tengo que ver si está ahí. A ver.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Ah, enterrar a los muertos. Vamos a enterrarlo, no me dan penita.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Bueno, creo que el inventario, ¿dónde está? Aquí. Quiero ver lo del tele. A ver, oh, tengo bastante oro, el pañuelo de Frala. Cuando recibes daño hay una probabilidad del 50% de reducir un 50% el daño, ¿no? Vamos a ponerlo. Vale, aquí. Vamos al pueblo.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Una hoguera.
You creep
Ay,
through
coño,
the
le he dado sin
undergrowth
querer. ¿Qué he
towards the
hecho?
fire, but can't prevent your armor from clattering and small twigs from breaking under every heavy step you take. You curse
A ver,
quietly
yo
to
me iría,
yourself,
yo me iría.
but go on until you can
Ah,
see
por
what's
Dios,
going
maldito
on.
dedo.
3 broad-shouldered men with axes sit at a campfire, on which 2 rabbits are sizzling. It's only thanks to the fact that the men are joking loudly with one another and not paying attention to their surroundings that they haven't discovered you yet.
A ver, 3 hombres. Acércate a los hombres y habla con ellos. Intenta acercarte a los hombres sin hacer ruido y escúchales escondidas. A ver. Joder, tío, es que ya le he dado. Acércate a los hombres y habla con ellos. Venga, ya que estoy me voy a acercar.
Once you reach
Ya
the
que mi
edge of the
maldito dedo me la ha
firelight,
jugado.
you say amicably.
Greetings. My name is...
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
Well, I'll be.
Sabía
Is
que no
that a
tenía que haberme acercado.
groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
Ah, Dios mío, perdón por la intrusión. Algo de compañía. A ver. Pero es que no sé si lo están diciendo. A ver, a ver, a ver. ¿Bajad de las armas?
Ain't no reason to take up arms. Do you always greet guests with drawn blades?
Guard your tongue, groundling, when you talk to humans.
The man strengthens his grip on the axe and glares at you with evil yellow eyes.
Solo tengo una pregunta. A ver. Solo tengo una pregunta. ¿Y qué pregunta?
Sod off, groundling. Have I made myself clear?
The man comes a step closer.
Vale.
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to use mine.
You threatening us, groundling?
Creo que echamos las cosas, no quiero pelear. Pensadlo bien, soy un enano. No uso mi hacha para talar árboles. ¡Por fracas! A ver, como me pegue contra tres me van a matar, eso está claro. Soy un enano y no sé pelear. Bueno, no soy un enano y no sé pelear, sino soy un enano que no sabe pelear. Vamos a
Now
intentar
consider
amenazarlo.
this. I am a dwarf with an axe, and I don't use my axe for cutting down trees.
The men are visibly unsettled and lower their axes a little.
Vale. A ver, tampoco nos vamos a...
I thought so.
You turn your back on the men and walk back to the path confidently. You don't hear any steps behind you, and only once you've put distance between you do you dare look back over your shoulder. None of the men have followed you. You sigh with relief. It could have ended up a very painful experience if you'd provoked the men or shown them any weakness.
¿Es la que me has jugado, maldito dedo? Así me mata.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets.
¿Para qué voy a querer cruzar? Voy a contemplar a ver qué dice.
You look at the cold, dark water. The current seems so strong that they could carry off even the most experienced of swimmers, and you aren't even a mediocre one. You once read a legend in a book. Elria, the goddess of water, did not like the children of the forge and cursed the dwarves, so that they would drown in any waters beyond their kingdoms. The main reason that dwarves avoid water to this day.
Pobres enanos. Continúo el viaje,
You
yo
leave the
imagino.
peaceful banks of the river behind you and continue on your way.
Bueno, vamos a coger por aquí, que creo que voy a llegar antes, ¿no?
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
Seguid el camino que conduce a la puerta. Observa al otro lado del río. No, yo por aquí no quiero coger.
The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Van a llevar adentro. Vamos a ver. A ver, ¿qué tengo que hacer yo aquí?
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are intended to light up the area in front of the palisade in the night, so that orcs can't creep up to within an arrow's reach without being seen.
Vale.
Orc skulls.
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind. The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
Vale. Y por aquí. Observa. Ahora dice. Bueno, tengo que observar del otro lado.
The wooden palisade encompasses the whole of the large village and is guarded by many men in armor. The stronghold has been constructed in haste, probably only over the last few days, but the work is sound, and uninvited guests should find it difficult to gain access.
Bueno, pues hablemos con los guardias.
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there! What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
No me fío de su cara. Por favor, déjame entrar. Y exijo poder entrar. No. Creo que no es una buena forma de empezar.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
¡Dientes! No te lamentas. Unos adornos interesantes. Vuestra puerta no parece muy fiable. ¿Podría echarle un vistazo? Creo que le debo 20. No, lo de sobornar no. Está alerta. Acaba la conversación. A ver. Unos adornos interesantes. Que yo no sé a dónde va a ir esa conversación. Voy a decírselo, a ver.
The orc heads on the spears look fresh. A fact that causes you unease for more than one reason.
Those won't scare orcs away.
I hope not. The more orc heads that end up on those spears, the more gold coins that end up in our pockets. Right, boys? Yeah! That's right! Yeah! We've killed our fair share of orcs and know how to motivate them. Those ugly mugs will spur them on, and then they'll perish in front of our gates.
Two things become clear to you. Firstly, that the mercenaries the villagers have hired are excellent at killing orcs, and secondly, that they sadly have no brains at all.
When did you kill these orcs?
Yesterday. We caught a couple of their scouts first. The others tried to take revenge in the evening. Let's see who'll turn up today.
Oh Dios, no me quiero quedar aquí fuera. No puede dejarme aquí fuera, no. A ver, la puerta.
I'm a blacksmith. And a dwarf. Let me tell you, your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
Pues sí. Y no es del todo mentira, ¿no? Soy herrador. Pues soy herrador. Ajá. No se refieren a lo mismo. O está mal doblado. Vale, lo primero no se lo voy a decir. Pero he leído, sí, has leído. Entonces, al carajo. A ver. Voy a mentirle un poquito,
That's right.
¿no?
I can see to it that orcs crack open their skulls on your gate, just like at home on the High Pass. Skulls that add up to hard cash for you.
You only know about the secondling stronghold from books, but you can see in the man's face you've pushed the right buttons.
All right, then. You can spend the night in the village. You begin work tomorrow morning, and it had better work like you promised.
Of course. It's a trifle.
Bien. No voy a morir. Una noche más. Joder, es que con un montón de orcos por ahí. ¿Qué coño? ¿Dónde coño voy a dormir?
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a Goodwater tavern. The next morning, you feel fully refreshed. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience and skill. Now it should be able to withstand an attack for much longer. Mercenaries and villagers alike watch you work, clearly impressed. As you finish, a man approaches you.
Well done, dwarf. We were right to bring you into our village.
The village grew rich through bridge tolls, and this wealth must be defended.
Ajá. La puerta está reforzada. No, me voy.
You're proud of what you've achieved in such
Me
a
han
short
dejado
time.
entrar.
You've even invested more time than was wise.
I was happy to help. But half the day is lost and I must be on my way.
A strong dwarf like you will always be welcome here in Goodwater. Be careful out there. Who knows where the orcs might be lurking?
Soy un héroe enano. Vámonos.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
Acampa junto a la vieja chimenea y sí. Ajá. Acampa junto a la vieja chimenea e intenta mantenerte despierto. A ver, mantenerme despierto no es una opción. Acampa oculto. A ver, lo de acampar oculto es lo mejor. Es que vuelvo a lo mismo. Soy un enano que no sabe pelear. Acampar junto a una chimenea, o sea, encender un fuego en medio de la noche y echarte a dormir tan tranquilo, seguro que acaba en muerte. Y lo de acampar e intentar mantenerse despierto no es una opción. Es que eso no, ni siquiera la tomo, vamos. Oculto.
You swing
Siempre.
yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
Impresionante cómo está narrado, de verdad. Parece que ha sido buena idea esconderse en un árbol, ¿no? Fíjate todo lo que hubiese podido matar.
I am Sinthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragna will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkug.
The Dragna short ride will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
Oh, Dios.
The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Vale. No me fío.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
No oyes, o sea, ni ves nada sospechoso. Baja del roble. A observar la situación un poco más. A ver, y un poquito más
Better
que
safe
pasaría.
than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp,
Vale, lo
and you
mismo.
listen carefully for any noise.
Vale, vale, entonces
But
no
you
pasa
don't
nada, ¿no?
see or hear anything suspicious.
Pues... Ajá. Vale. ¿Qué hay por aquí?
Some battered plates of armor have been left behind, presumably because they no longer offer their wearers sufficient protection. All of them are human design, plundered by the orcs who don't make armor themselves.
This is the place.
Oh,
I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar! In front of you! A grounding! Perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Oh, mierda, arrójale el hacha, oh Dios, ¿cómo le voy a arrojar el hacha, tío? ¿Y qué hago una vez se la tire y falle? Si va a fallar seguro. Oh Dios, ¿qué hago, tío? Arrójale el hacha e intenta escapar. Plante y afrenta a los orcos. Uf, ¿y si puede escapar? Pero es que es un enano, tío, no debe de correr mucho, ¿lo intento? A ver qué hace.
You know that you're no warrior, but perhaps you can escape with a diversion.
¿Ves? Oh, creo que habría acabado igual si hubiese blandido, ¿eh?
Oink, oink, little piggies! By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon?
Pues se la he
Go and get it,
lanzado
and
y
this
la he
time, hold
esquivado.
it tight! Hey, that one was mine! You're just too slow, dear brother! Too slow? Just wait!
Vale, creo que me toca pelear, ¿no? No, 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 no. Vale. A ver.
Huh?
Tengo a este, a
What is
este y a este. Pues... Tú vas a
Say
tener que
goodbye
venir aquí
forever!
Yes?
a ayudarle aquí y tú tira aquí esta vez.
Yeah!
Vale. Vale, corre hacia este. Espérate, a ver.
And what now?
Tormenta de espadas. Salto. Vale, me gusta la tormenta de espadas. A ver, ¿dónde hay tú? Tío, que corras para acá, tío.
At once.
Huh? What is
Vale,
it?
a ver. Vamos a utilizar la W que los atrae, ¿no? Vamos. Bomba. A
What is
ver,
it?
joder, que el protagonista pierde la vida muy rápido. Espérate. Hay arqueros. Tú vas allá por los arqueros.
Yes.
Y tú vas a proteger al prota, ¿no? Pégale aquí una toalla. Vale, tírate la R, no me la puedo tirar todavía. Vale,
And what now?
vale, lo W aquí.
What is it?
Vale, a ver. No le puedo dar los dos, le puedo dar los dos. Vale. Échale aquí la mano.
Attack! What is it?
Oh, Dios, viene mucha gente por aquí.
I'm with you. Come here, you. Huh?
Vale, a ver. Joder, tío, estoy rodeadísimo, ¿eh?
With pleasure.
Tienes que echar una mano a este y utiliza aquí la W.
Uh-huh.
Tú tira para acá la
And
que yo
what
sé que
now?
lo puedes hacer tú aquí.
What is it? Huh?
Vale, a ver, este está muy tocado aquí.
Huh? Yes? All right. Oh, what
Yes.
bad luck for
Tengo que
you.
sacarlo de ahí, tío.
At once.
No puedo dejar que
On
me
my
ponga
way.
ahí.
Too easy.
At once. On my way.
¡Corre!
What is it? What is it?
Se ha perdido el control.
Uh-huh.
Vale.
Yeah.
No, este está muerto. Venga, por este.
I just need.
I need help over here.
Mierda,
Quickly.
han matado al otro.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
Me van a matar al protagonista, tío. La cámara es una mierda, ¿eh?
I need help over here.
easy.
Quickly. Huh? At once.
Espérate.
End it.
What is it? On my way.
Vile creature.
Say goodbye forever. On my way.
They're hitting me pretty
Me
hard.
lo van a matar, tío. Este tío es un nuti, ¿eh?
Yes.
Piensa que lo
I need help over
Say
here.
goodbye forever.
No puedo usar nada.
Huh?
Ni pote ni nada. Venga, otro W.
On my way. Oh, what bad luck for you. Yes. Say goodbye forever. All right.
Vile creature.
Don't rush me.
Attack.
Pega, ataque.
They're hitting me pretty hard. And again. End it. I need help over here. Quickly. Vile creature.
No dejes que te rodeen a ti.
Pavracus. They're hitting me pretty hard.
Pero este parece muy tanque, ¿eh? Que rodeen a este.
Say goodbye forever.
Uh-huh.
Venga, a ver. Vale, va aguantando.
End it. I need help over here. Quickly.
Oh, what bad luck for
They're
you.
hitting me pretty hard.
Ow! Another one bites the dust.
Vile
All right.
creature.
Yeah! Ow! Another one
On my
bites
way.
the dust.
Pavracus.
What is it?
A ver.
Oh,
Quita el
what
arquero este de
bad
medio.
luck for you. Too easy.
Uh-huh.
Pégale ahí una toña, hombre.
Yeah!
Sí. Uf. Creía que moría. Cuando muere el protagonista,
Oink, oink.
cuando
That's
muere el
all.
prota, se acaba la
No
partida.
more orcs. Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill?
Well thought, but he fought like a...
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you, and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindale Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother, Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
Nos enviaron para encontrar a mí. Aquí hay más orcos de lo que nadie podría jamás tirar. Pues le voy a decir.
There was a
esto.
meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boindale? Piggy snouts!
The Elfar from Son Balzur and the Orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
Hemos de ayudar a los humanos. Pues sí, deberíamos ayudar a los humanos, pero también quiero saber para qué me envían.
You turned up at just the right
Nos
moment.
enviaron a buscarme.
But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master. And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
¿Qué quiere el gran rey?
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death. We should get going.
Primero tengo que cumplir la misión de los
I would be
días.
happy to follow you into the realm of the secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name.
Mi nombre está bien.
Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Subí de nivel. Está bien. Puedo elegir habilidad, ¿no? Golpe lateral y derribar. A ver, aquí cuando derribas a un enemigo, le haces más daño en el suelo. Es que prácticamente lo ejecutas. Así que prefiero este. Mientras más gente me quite de en medio con ese tío, mejor. Por ahora, que está a un nivel tan bajito. Bueno, he encontrado. Esto se une a mi mochila. Causa un poco más de daño durante un tiempo. Talismán. ¿Pero esto es un talismán también? Ah, no. 10% de probabilidad de regenerar un 10% de la salud durante un ataque con éxito. Vale, este se lo voy a poner al de las 2 hachas. Y os preguntaréis, ¿por qué? Porque pierde mucha vida. A ver. Aquí. Vale, pues ya está. ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Esto qué es? Hecho. Bueno, pues... lo voy a dejar aquí. ¿Esto de 9 qué es? ¿Qué quiere decir esto de 9? ¿Están atacando la aldea? Horda de orcos. Oh. A ver, ¿puedo ir?
You and the twins approach Goodwater. A huge army of orcs has surrounded the village on 3 sides. You see smoke and fire and hear the battle cries. The village is holding out, but for how long?
Toma parte en la dura batalla para defender. Hombre, por supuesto. Igual si me hubiesen dejado en la calle, pues me hubiese ido por otro camino, pero me dejaron entrar al fin.
Oh, now it's getting exciting! Archers in front of them, 3 dwarves behind. I wouldn't like to be in their shoes.
A mí no me gustaría estar en el nuestro. No, ¿dónde va?
Bow and dog, give me a hand! Come here, you! Yes!
A ver, me estoy volviendo loco.
With pleasure.
Tú ven aquí.
Understood.
Y tú ven aquí también. Y actívate esto.
Ow! Hey!
At once.
I need help over here, quickly! Cheeky! Attack! Kill!
On my
Vale,
way.
bien.
End it! What is it?
Vale, nuestro amigo ha muerto.
As good as done!
Yes. At once.
Attack!
A ti te tengo que sacar.
They're hitting me pretty hard! Fabracus!
Me van a matar.
Vile creature! End it! I didn't hit you very hard! End it! Yes?
Me van a matar. Me van a matar.
Yeah!
At once.
Fabracus! Please wait a moment!
On my way.
Huh?
This will take my place.
Say goodbye forever!
Ha muerto. ¿No pasa nada?
On my way!
Creía que sí.
Ow! Another one bites the
Vale,
dust!
este tío está muy chetado.
I didn't hit you very hard! All right! Oh, what bad luck for you! With pleasure! Too easy!
Vale, el otro sí puede morir en las misiones aquí.
All right!
Donde no puede morir es
On my way!
en la...
All right!
Venga, vamos a echarlo de aquí.
On my way! I'll be ready soon! With pleasure! All right! I didn't hit you very hard! Did you see that, men? Now they are warriors! Hey, you down there! I'll send you some reinforcements!
Sí, me vendría bien, la
Stick
verdad.
it to those ranks!
All right
Vendría
then.
bastante bien.
Stay close to us.
Tú estás muerto, cállate.
As good as done! Pow! Another one bites the dust! As good as done! All right! Don't rush me! With pleasure! Say goodbye forever! As good as done! Oh, what bad luck for you!
Mata los arqueros de mierda estos ya.
I didn't hit you very hard! All right! With pleasure! On my way! With pleasure! Say goodbye forever! Ow! Another one bites the dust! Oh, what bad luck for you! As good as done!
Es poquito aguantar los humanos, pues.
All right! I didn't hit you very hard! On my way!
Vale, este tío es una máquina,
As good as done! All right! hit you very hard. With pleasure. Say goodbye forever. Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Uy, ese que le pasa.
Say goodbye forever. Oh, what bad luck for you. All right. On my way. Pow! Another one bites the
¿Vamos a
dust.
matar?
I didn't hit you very hard.
The orc's
¿Qué ha pasado?
fighting spirit lessens with every fallen comrade. After Kragnar's death, they finally attempt to flee the battlefield. Very few escape the mercenaries' arrows. The leader of the mercenaries approaches
Se ha
you,
bugueado, tío, se ha
surrounded by his
bugueado. No puedo
soldiers.
leerlo.
His expression is one of recognition, caution, perhaps even awe.
You're the groundling dwarf who reinforced our gate a couple of days ago. It served us very well, just as your axes have.
A young mercenary runs towards you. He has something in his hands that he clearly wants to get rid of quickly.
Commander, we found this on their leader. It feels strange.
The commander looks at the amulet in the man's hand and makes no suggestion that he plans to touch it himself. You take your opportunity.
May I?
You take the amulet and can feel a tingling on your skin. It is clearly magical.
Keep it as a sign of our gratitude.
The commander bids you farewell with a short nod and moves away. It would seem he thinks he's made a good deal.
Vale. A ver qué me han dado. A esto se refería. Punto adicional cada 5 segundos. Es que eso no sé a quién darse. Porque igual esto le vendría mejor a este. Y a ti esto, ¿no? Porque este usa mucho lo de la W. Bueno, pues ha sido... Yo no sabía de que iban a empezar con la misma vida. Fíjate, esta es la vida que le queda a este hombre y esta es esta. Así que mejor no nos vamos a meter más en peleas, ¿no? No es buena idea. Bueno, pues lo voy a dejar aquí. Hasta el siguiente capítulo. Adiós.